Thank you for tuning in to Owning a Piece of America. This show is here to help in all aspects of people's lives, and all our guests are all about that. My guest today is the President and CEO of the Latino Coalition for Community Leadership. Welcome, Mr. Richard Ramos.
Yes, Faith, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Richard, I always admire you as a Latino leader, and I know there are more leaders like you that needs in the Latino community. Can you please talk about the Latino community and the leadership?
Well, you know, the Latino community now, we are now on the forefront of what's going on in America. For so many years, I felt like we've been marginalized and been on the margins. We're not talked about or counted in decisions that are being made, policies that are being created. But now we are becoming the majority minority, especially here in California. So I'm wanting to encourage people to get on the path of leadership. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy for me, but it's a good road, and we need more Latinos to step up and be leaders.
Well, how did you become a leader, and why are you a leader now?
Well, you know, a long time ago I learned that leadership is influence. Leadership doesn't mean you have to be the boss. Anybody can be influential. A mother, a single mother, a person in the neighborhood, somebody at the work, at a factory. And when I heard that, I thought, well, I can influence people. But also with leadership comes responsibility. And so I've just lived my life to build my integrity, to build my character, to be somebody of my word. And I've learned that as I've helped myself to keep my word, my influence has just grown and grown and grown. And I think that's one of the keys that helps people become a leader.
So you think, you know, presidential election, will we ever have a Latino president, you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How do we encourage people to even vote, though?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, our people have not had a good history of voting. We are now starting to get the message about we need to vote. The Latino vote has grown over the years, and in the last election, we made the difference when Barack Obama was elected. This election now, the candidates know that the Latino vote is very important, and you see the battle right now, both on the Democratic and the Republican side, even though on the Republicans we have two Latinos that are running. So. But more people need to get involved in the voting process.
You know, speaking of getting involved, I think the youth can make a difference. You know, sometimes the older generations, it's hard to influence them, but the youth are the future. And I know you also have a book about the youth is the future, training the youth. Can you talk about that, please?
Well, I brought a copy of my book. It's called From the Margins to the Mainstream, Preparing Latino Youth for Leadership in the 21st Century. And what this book is about, the reason I wrote it, Faith, is because I see so many young Latinos today that remind me of myself. They have potential, they have qualities, but they're not being drawn out. And I was a shy, you may not think that now as a public speaker, but I was a very shy person that did not want to be in front. But now I find myself in front. And so I wrote this book to share my story, the story of other Latinos that have overcome obstacles, drugs, gangs, violence, broken home, alcoholic father, to just tell people, look, no matter what your circumstances are, you can still be all you were meant to be.
So Richard, we have a lot of youth viewers right now. In 45 seconds, please preach to them.
Well, listen, if you are a young person watching this program right now, the first thing you need to do is you need to know yourself. You need to believe in who you are. Don't let other people write a script for you and tell you who you are or how to think. You have the quality already in you. You don't have to go and invent your life. You just need to discover what is in you, number one. Secondly, once you discover the truth about who you really are, then you need to develop who you are by getting around mentors, your parents, and other people who have achieved the things that you want to achieve. And after you've discovered who you are and you develop who you are, then you have a destiny not for yourself, but to serve other people. Your gift, you never know. It only takes one person. Listen, Great ideas are not found in groups. Great ideas come from one person, one leader, people like Faith. Think I could name off so many people that have influenced the world. They were an individual who had an idea, they had a vision, they believed in themselves, they developed that idea, and then they got around the right people. You can do the same thing. Don't let other people live for you. Live your own life and be the person you were meant to be.
My question, I can't do that. Can you still convince me I cannot do what you just told me?
If you say that you can't do it, then you won't. You have to begin to believe, and I teach people this. First, you have to be a thought catcher. You have to know the thoughts about yourself. Catch that thought if it's negative and change that thought. That takes practice. And here's how you do it. When a negative thought comes into your mind, just like Faith said, I can't do it, you catch it and say, no, I can do it, and then you verbally say it. We know words are powerful. Obviously, words are powerful. That's what we're doing right now. We're speaking words. So you have to catch the thought, change a thought in your mind, and then say it out loud to yourself, I can become successful. That's a simple exercise. It takes practice, but that's how you do it.
Perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, negative in my life, stay away. I only want positive come to me. Any negative, I will catch it like a catcher, throw that away and catch the good things.
Yes.
Please talk to Richard Ramos for anything that you need in motivating you.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Why are homeowners talking about counselors from
NAAC?
Well, because through NAAC and with the help of Faith Bautista, I'm now able to have a piece of America.
As a housing counselor, I will help you budget and get a clear picture of your finances.
I will help you understand your credit report and help you improve your score.
I will help you through your hardship and work with your lender to get a loan modification.
For free housing counseling, call 1-800-920-6248.
Which planet are we living on? It's right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach?
You're all a part of our...
Chances are, you have no idea.
We're gonna turn the lights and everybody look up.
Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
We're back again, Owning a Piece of America with Richard Ramos. I have learned so much from you, Richard. Let's talk about now the Parent Leadership Curriculum called POM. Can you please talk about this Parents on a Mission?
Well, I would love to talk about Parents on a Mission because, think about it, Faith, I cannot think of any subject more important than relationships. Think about your life. What is more important than your human relationships? Everything we do is based on relationship, the way I met you, and look what it's led to. And everybody we meet, our relationship with our parents, our relationship with our children, our relationships with our coworkers, our relationship in the community, on and on and on. But in the work I've done over the years through community-based work and faith-based work, I've helped a lot of nonprofits, I've helped a lot of pastors, I've helped a lot of churches receive funding. But the main thing I found with troubled youth, because everybody wants to know, what's the answer? How do I prevent my children from drugs and gangs? And now we have this terrorism thing going on. And so for me, I found that the root of the issue a lot of time was what happened in the home. What is going on in the home? And so I decided I'm not going to mentor youth anymore. Years ago, I found that I needed to get people who would mentor parents and start mentoring parents on how to be a leader first of themselves. How do I lead myself and grow myself so then I can be a leader of my children? That's what Parents on a Mission is all
So
about.
how do you train the parents? What's the
What
process?
what I do is I wrote a curriculum and I train community leaders to teach my curriculum in their community. So I do a 3-day training. I've been teaching this all over the country, in parts of Canada, and now in the state of Colorado, they just accepted my curriculum is mandated for all parents getting out of prison in Colorado, all 7 prisons. They have to go through my 6-week curriculum.
Fantastic.
And so we're touching a lot of people, but the key is I teach people to teach it to parents, and then they find parents who are good leaders, and then we train them so that ultimately the parents are teaching parents and mentoring them on how to be a leader in their home and lead their children and win the loyalty of their children to them, so that the loyalty of their children is not given to the things that are in the street.
So can you give 2 examples on how you train the parents?
First, we train them in personal growth. That's the first lesson we teach them. Parents on a Mission is not teaching parents how to fix their children. It's teaching parents how to fix themselves. And what I mean by that is that we have a lot of emotional issues sometimes. We have wounds, we have hurt, we've been divorced, we've been let down, we've been misused, and then we become parents. And if we don't take care of those things in our life, in our heart, in our mind, if we don't take care of those things, what's going to happen with our children? Sooner or later, you start seeing yourself taking it out on your children. So that's first.
But see, Richard, I'm a single mom, right? My kids are so important to me that my ex-husband and myself, we made sure that our kids comes first.
Beautiful.
But sometimes I feel like I've done everything and I still see failure. And sometimes I blame myself. But really, I did everything. Am I wrong or am I right?
No, this is Parents on a Mission is not blaming parents. Actually, we are naming parents as the #1 issue in the community. Now, what parent hasn't made mistakes? We've all made mistakes. There's no perfect parent, but when we know we put a foundation of good and moral foundation in our children, they're going to go astray. We can't put them in a closet. We can't hide them from the world. We have to let them go. And when they're out there, like you and me, they make wrong choices, they make mistakes. But they know what's in their heart to do. And ultimately, those seeds that we sowed of good, we're going to reap a harvest. So even though our kids go astray for a little while, they'll come back to what they know is good.
You know, thank
But
you.
it's hard, I know.
I know, but thank you. I mean, I think it's the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, a non-profit like yours doing a good things, you can only do so much of this, no matter how good it is. How does a kind of corporation help you? I mean, is there a help out there for you?
Well, there needs to be more help. You know, we've relied so many on the government too much. You know, the government, it's good for us to look to the government for certain things, but we really need our local business leaders, local church leaders, local school leaders, and parents to partner more together and help in this effort to help our kids, to help our parents, to help our families. And the family, we all know this. We know that the family is the foundation of society. It's the foundation of the community. And so that's why the parents need more support and more help. So nonprofit organizations, we're always looking for funding. Why? Because we're serving so many people. And so the more help we can get, the better. And we're grateful for that help that we
But so how
receive.
does your nonprofit get help? Does the National Diversity Coalition help?
Well, the National Diversity Coalition has been a tremendous blessing to our organization. We get a lot of our funding from the federal government. We've received some state grants that we have, and then we look for foundations. But because of the partnership that we have with the National Diversity Coalition, we've been able to have corporate partners now, and they are vital to what we are doing in the community.
So Richard, I love to read that book, and I'm sure the audience wants to read this book. Where can they get that book? We got 10 seconds.
Yeah, you can get the book at richardraramos.com. That's my website, Richard, middle initial R, Ramos, richardraramos.com. You can go on there on my website, and you can order it right from there.
Richard, this is really enlightening. You're so right in relationship. You're so right in parents has to educate their children. Sure. The government has to be part of this. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in, Owning a Piece of America. Owning a Piece of America presents Lifestyle with Asian Journal.
My name is RJ Oriel. I was born in Los Angeles, educated in San Francisco, and worked in New York. Traveling is my job, and writing is my passion. I'm moving to the Philippines to work as the editor-in-chief of Balikbayan magazine. It's a magazine dedicated to exploring the beauty, culture, and modernization of the Philippines. To connect Balikbayans to the Philippines is a task I must complete, a challenge I must accept, a new world I must discover. Tagaytay has become the top destination for a quick weekend getaway. Popular as it may seem, Tagaytay still has some treasures waiting to be discovered. After a calming experience at Sonia's Garden, we're now headed to a Guinness World Record holder. Next stop, Puzzle Mansion, the home of the world's largest collection of jigsaw puzzles. So I'm here at the Puzzle Mansion in Tagaytay. The Puzzle Mansion houses the greatest collection of puzzles in the entire world. This place is the Guinness World Record holder of an amazing and spectacular collection created by Miss Georgina Gil Lacuna. And she is this brilliant, skilled artist that just does puzzles after puzzles after puzzles, and we're here to check out her collection. And it's kind of appropriate, I'm wearing like a puzzle shirt that's all these patterns, so it's kind of cool. We got that going for us today, and all right, let's check it out. Puzzle Mansion is located at Kawadja Street, Barangay Asisan, Tagaytay. It houses thousands of different jigsaw puzzles from small to big, flat to 3D, and wooden to puzzle balls. It's like every piece of these puzzles fit perfectly in here to create a fun learning experience for kids and kids at heart. Oh, what? Wow. Oh, they got the Starry Night here.
Hi, Sir.
Hello,
Jay.
hi,
Welcome
hey.
po.
So this is
Nandito po tayo sa Puzzle Museum. This is a certificate of Mrs. Georgina Hill Lacuna.
Oh, this is the certificate.
It's 1028, the largest collection puzzle in the world.
2028. So it was recognized in 2012. Wow. Not a lot of people have that. Yeah, that's quite a recognition. So what do we have here? This is huge.
This is Retablo de Santa Columba.
Wow.
The second hardest puzzle, Mrs. Georgina Hill Lacuna.
Do we know how long this took her to do?
1,095, 18,000 pieces.
How many hours is that? Days?
1,095.
Pieces. How about
18,000 pieces, and the hours is 1,095.
1,095. She doesn't sell this. It's just for her collection. Oh, you could even see. I wonder if she can think about the artist's like strokes and then maybe put herself to that mindset of creating a masterpiece, huh? Because she looks at every piece.
Yes. And then the hardest puzzle, the second is hardest puzzle because it's black color.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dark areas. Yeah. Wow, no kidding, huh? So this is at the Prado, I think, in Spain.
Yes.
In Madrid. Oh, this is a beautiful painting, too. Oh, this is like a classic cartoon. Oh my God. This is her first one, huh?
Yes, sa first puzzle, niregalo nito sa anak niya. It's built for the son.
Oh wow, this is a classic Disney piece. You have all the great characters: Goofy, Daisy, Minnie, Daffy, Mickey. I don't know who that is though. Now, where does she get the Sistine Chapel? Wow.
Binibili niya po yun sa ibang bansa.
Yeah.
To buy the puzzle ibang bansa.
Wow. Are these expensive puzzles?
Yes,
they are.
expensive.
Estimate, how much is maybe this?
4,000 pieces.
$4,000? Oh no. Really?
Sa peso, mga ganun din po. Mga nasa 4,000 pesos din.
Wow.
This one, sir, is a wooden puzzle. Dinosaur.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a vacuum.
And the other one is another 4D puzzle.
Oh, the kiss. This is one of my favorite pieces.
The keys.
Clint.
4D puzzle.
Wow,
The city of Hong Kong, the city of Berlin, the city of Las Vegas.
I keep saying wow, but this is pretty intense. Yeah, Leaning Tower, big Taipei, huh?
This one's a puzzle, Big Ben, 3D puzzle. Eiffel Tower.
Brooklyn.
The lighthouse.
Brooklyn Bridge.
Yes,
that's where I
Brooklyn
live.
Bridge. Statue of Liberty.
Brooklyn in the house. You gotta have
Sydney
Brooklyn.
Opera House.
Shout outs to Brooklyn.
And this one, sir, is a puzzle base.
Puzzle base.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
This one is a
figurines on this.
crystal puzzle.
It's interesting with these cans, huh?
Oh, Incan puzzle.
Can you put something inside?
Yes.
What is that, a little ball?
And then
Oh,
there's 3D.
no touching.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wow. I bet kids would love this place.
Yes.
Wow, thank you. This is I'm so glad to have seen this. Who knew that the world record of puzzles is housed in Tagaytay?
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Why are homeowners talking about counselors from
NAAC?
Well, because through NAAC and with the help of Faith Bautista, I'm now able to have a piece of America.
As a housing counselor, I will help you budget and get a clear picture of your finances.
I will help you understand your credit report and help you improve your score.
I will help you through your hardship and work with your lender to get a loan modification.
For free housing counseling, call 1-800-920-6248.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of the child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Collection varies from size, shape, and form. Mrs. Lacuna started collecting puzzles in 1986 at the age of 35. And guess what? She can assemble a 100-piece puzzle in less than 10 minutes. What's surprising is that she's not just the holder of the largest collection of jigsaw puzzles, she also holds the record of the biggest puzzle ever assembled. Oh cool, you guys have a little cafe over here. A souvenir shop. Oh, what is this colorful piece we have here?
This is the biggest puzzle in the world.
No kidding,
It's
huh?
32,000 pieces, 4 months, and 900 hours.
4 months.
Yes, it's amazing.
Wow. 4 months. Look, this is so grand. What are the dimensions on this? How many pieces is this again?
32,000 pieces.
32,000 pieces? And they're small ones too. It's
Yes.
not that big. Unbelievable. Huh. Oh, you know the white borders area is, wow.
You segregate the color.
Yeah.
For example, the green and the blue and the pink, and first the borders.
Yeah, like the yellow can
Yes,
get mixed
yes.
up with there. Unbelievable. Wow, this is such an amazing skill to have. You gotta step back, actually. That's why you guys have chairs back there, huh? Unbelievable.
RJ,
So this is
simula
it.
na tayo. Buuin mo yan ng less than 10 minutes kasi nagawa yan ni Miss Gina ng 10 minutes.
Wow.
Tapos iwanan kita, babalikin kita ulit.
Okay.
Para may price kang coconut tayo.
So little furry animals. I'm allergic to cats, though. Okay. Sure. Start it?
Start it.
Okay. Boop. All right. Look how fast that's going, huh? All right. You know, I do a lot of laundry and I always wash my socks. And so, it's, you know, you always have to pair the socks together. Just kind of like it, but not really. I have a lot of black socks that we got to do. All right, rock and roll. I feel like I need music or something. I don't think I'm going to finish in time, actually. It's already 5 minutes in, it feels like. You know, now that there's a clock, I feel like this is a lot more intense than it should be. Oh, we got a match. It's actually a lot. I don't know how you would do this without the picture, actually. What is that? What is that? What is that? Fur? Oh, got a little paw, got a little flower, got a little fur, got a little tail. Okay. Oh, this goes there. Done. Lizards, oh, there you go. Boom. We got another match. I think this goes that way. All right. Can I just give up? So this piece took Miss Georgina 10 minutes to make. This would probably take me about triple that, possibly. But finally, last piece. Boom. Oh, well, that's wrong too, huh? There's a little more second. There you have it. Beautiful dog, cat, you got a hamster. It's amazing what it looks like when it starts to appear, the picture. It's pretty cool. Especially when, like, I wonder how it felt when she put the last piece to the one that took her 4 months. If you noticed on that one, it has like, a bunch of pictures have like yellow and borders of white. I don't know how she did it, because you got to separate all those pieces together. I don't know how she did it. But it must be an amazing feeling to put the last piece. I felt great having to do this. That's it.
That Puzzle Mansion holds. They also serve the tastiest coconut cream pie and pan de carne to guests. These yummy snacks are original recipes of none other than Miss Gina herself.
So I did the 10-minute puzzle challenge, barely even made it to 10% completion, so I had a lot of help on that. But they decided to reward me with the house-made coconut cream pie. I'm excited to try this because coconut pie is one of my favorite things, and you can only get this here, actually. You also have the pan de carne, which is like, it's kind of like a, not really, maybe it's a baked empanada in a way, but it's stuffed. So excited to try that. Worked up an appetite after doing that puzzle and going around all day, which is great. Got the refreshing iced tea. Boom, that's all you need.
Puzzle Mansion is not just a structure full of puzzles. It does not only exist for people's entertainment. It serves as an inspiration to everyone that with a good amount of dedication comes accomplishments and success. The determination of Miss Gina Jill Lacuna is something we Filipinos should definitely look up to.